Welcome into the Ringerverse. This is, of course, the Ringers Nexus podcast feed for all things fandom. We are Jomi, the explainer at Dinneron. You've got questions. He's got answers. We are Steve, Almond, Joy, Cuddly, Summer Bear. We are Old Man Van, he of the imaginary hairline. We are Coke Baby Chuck, the 24-karat closer, everybody's favorite podcaster. And together we are known as the Midnight Boys. All right, it's time for the superhero movie draft. Steve, get us into this.
Yes. All right. So each Midnight Boy is going to be picking a superhero film from one of 5 categories: MCU, DC, and combined into one category, Sony Fox, an animated movie, and one wild card pick. Snape draft rules, and no matter who goes first, Steve always goes last.
Are we gonna do like a raffle to see who goes first, or
we can do that? That pick 10. I got a number 1 to 10. Generate it. Okay,
let's do it.
Van,
I'll go first. 8.
Okay, Charles.
5.
7.
Jomi, it is 7. So it will go Jomi, Van, Charles, myself.
Rough. All right.
Okay. Rough. I'm always last.
All right. Superhero movie. Jomi is first.
Okay. I mean, let me not even go into the theatrics right now. You know what it is. You know I got to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 overall, 2008, The Dark Knight.
Okay, so this is your DC pick. Why don't you specify as your DC pick?
My DC
Dark
pick,
Knight.
Dark Knight. Gotta have it. One of the best, films with arguably the best comic book villain performance you've ever seen on screen. And if you come to the crib, be like, hey man, we're watching Dark Knight. Like, hey, it's gonna be a good night. I remember the first time I saw this movie. Actually, the first time I saw this movie was in Vegas. Funny enough, we were talking about Vegas earlier. First time I saw it was doing a basketball tournament way back when. And I laughed throughout the entire film. It's not that funny, but when he puts the pencil in the guy's face, funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Jomi, you're so sick, dog.
Funniest thing I've ever seen.
Jomi, this explains so much about you.
You're so sick, bro. I'll be honest with you, Joan. I was literally, oh shit. The movie, that's one of the best moments in film history. But if you laughed when a nigga got a fucking pencil put through his eye, yeah, dog.
I also remember people laughing. Well, it was like this weird laugh, oh god,
I'm sure they laughed
a shock
in your
laugh
theater, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking in there with the white people. I'm sure y'all thought it was.
Off the rip.
We're not used to seeing such violent things.
What the fuck is that?
What is that? You got a fun energy today.
Yeah.
Van's hot.
No, it's Academy Award winning.
That's great.
It's
game changer.
a game changer. It's one of the best ever. My sister argues that she feels like Heath wouldn't have won that Oscar had he not passed away, which I think is in poor taste. But I also think that when I look at the rest of that year, I think it's a clear winner for that year that he should have won.
Who was he up against?
I know one of them was Robert Downey Jr. for Tropic Thunder. So
it's a great performance.
Yeah, great performance. Yeah,
it's a great performance. Look, get out of here with the woke bullshit.
I never understood that.
It's a great perforence.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not canceling Downey Jr. over it. I just need to see it again.
By the way, I'm gonna wear my glasses. So I want to make sure I wear my.
Are those safety glasses?
Those are safety Oakleys.
These are the safety Oakleys that I wear, right? And I wear these when I go to the gun range. So these are the safety. These are these are my MAGA colored glasses right here. Okay. So I argue that Downey's portrayal in Tropic Thunder isn't racist. It's subverting racism because it's making fun of, in my opinion, actors like that who get so deep into character that they cross cultural lines, which is the whole point of the dynamic between him and Al Pacino.
I feel like it's a bit that like the boys would do now.
So
like,
it's basically a Scarlett Johansson biopic.
Yes.
Now you can't do blackface. Okay. Wait a minute.
You draw the line.
Wait. So I'm not gonna. Let me take off the glasses. So I'm not gonna. You can't do blackface. I'm not about to condone that. But what I'm saying is, I get it. Steve, what are the other performances?
Okay. The other performances up against Heath Ledger's Dark Knight performance were Josh Brolin in Milk, Michael Shannon in Revolutionary Road, Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Doubt.
Okay, so Michael Shannon was great in Revolutionary Road. This is a clear victory for the. Come on, man.
Yeah. Like Heath took it this year, but like I was very surprised to remember that Robert Downey Jr. was in Tropic Thunder and nominated that year.
That's a stacked category. That's a lot of.
It is. It was
a
a lot. It was a good one.
Wow.
Okay, so
Dark Knight.
Charles is going to get what he wants.
Yes.
I'll tell you why Charles is going to get what he wants, because I'm up second, and
Yes,
I'm sticking to my guns here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not prepare for the draft. I'm sticking to my guns here. The guns that I'm sticking to is I'm going to draft Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
In this position, I'm going to draft Captain America,
For the
Winter
MCU
Soldier.
pick.
The MCU pick, and let me tell you why. I got to get Winter Soldier off of the board. I could have gone with one of the finals. I could have gone with whatever. I know Charles is a Infinity War aficionado, but the reason why I went with Winter Soldier is because to me, Winter Soldier is actually the point that the MCU changed. It brings us the Russo brothers. It is the movie that was able to take sort of genre, which is this kind of very grounded spy film, and weave our characters into it in a very seamless way, and then give the actual MCU some, I don't want to say weight, but some stakes almost in a way. Obviously, we saw stakes in Avengers, but they were superhero stakes. Captain America Winter Soldier is the film that introduced us to the tone of these movies having real world stakes, not just for our characters, but for like their relationships and the people around them. It gave us some PTSD. It litigated what war does to people. It litigated what living as a spy does to people. It gave us the question of whether or not S.H.I.E.L.D. as an organization is a good organization. And obviously that's something that had been explored in the comic books. But I'm saying there's so much on that particular movie that I feel like the whole MCU changed and it set the tone a little bit. So I know that there are other movies you could pick here. You could definitely pick Infinity War. Definitely pick Infinity War. Definitely pick Endgame. Hell, you could even pick Civil War if you're going to do best MCU film. But
Do you think
I'm going to go Winter Soldier.
Civil War is better than Winter Soldier? I'm a Winter Soldier head. Which do you think is actually better?
Better? Winter Soldier is better. Which is more fun and entertaining to watch? Is probably Civil War, right? Because those two things are different. The Wire is better than The Sopranos, but The Sopranos is more entertaining, right?
Yeah, I got
So, I mean, having said that, I still rewatch Winter Soldier probably a little bit more, but when I catch Civil War, there's so much happening, and that story is so well told that, I saw somebody say that Black Panther is better, that Civil War is a better Black Panther movie than Black Panther is. And
I understand. I understand what you're
I
saying.
get it. I get it. I get it.
But we're not going to get that take.
I think that take has a little merit. So, but just to say how, just to say that could exist inside of a Captain America film shows you that movie has a lot of different things. But that's my choice, Winter Soldier.
Wonderful.
All right, great choice. I'm going to swerve a little bit. I'm going for what I think I can argue is definitely a better movie than one of these, and tied for the other. I'm going animated. I'm going Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, I figured. Okay. I was like, that's a first round for sure. And so
you
had to take that.
If we're going to go animated,
I
think that's for animated.
Okay.
I think you can make the case that it is not only the best animated superhero movie, it's in the top 3 conversation, in my opinion.
Oh, it's
that's
top 3. He's not.
For sure,
best.
Unquestionable.
I cry in this movie twice. Seeing I went 2 times and cried both times. I love this movie to death.
Special film.
Insanely rewatchable.
Yeah,
incredible.
I don't buy movies on DVD, 4K, whatever. But when this one wasn't available to stream, I was like, yeah, Amazon. Bring that to the crib. I need it. I need it.
I felt so stupid after I had seen that movie to think that, like, man, they're only going to give Miles an animated movie. Like, they're only going to make that. Like, I thought, I was like, man, why don't they just make the live action? And like, boy, was I wrong. Like, that was ended up being the best one.
I mean, we were wrong.
You're not
also,
wrong. Give him a live action movie.
Let's be clear.
Yeah,
they need to stop. They need to give Miles a movie.
They
Like, at this
do.
point,
They
it's
do. But like, I looked down on it before I'd even seen it because I'm just like, oh, it's just going to be another animated thing.
That's your privilege.
Y'all finna let Sony handle
All right, wait, yo, let
a
me,
Miles
like,
Morales
all
movie? That's what y'all want? Y'all want a Sony? Y'all want
I
a
don't think
Sony
they
Miles
would do
Morales
that.
movie?
But the reality is, I think they would work with Marvel to do it. To be honest with you, I don't think they would. I don't think Sony would do that. But yeah, look, we're gonna look. Here's the thing. I at some point, Sony's gonna make a good movie again. You know, we have to. This is what happens.
You rocking with Madame Web? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Man, look, but see, this is what happens to the Midnight Boys, guys, and we need to have a little quick moment here.
Oh boy,
we can't be down on Madame Web in the second week of shooting. We can't be down on the idea of a Sony Miles Morales movie.
What?
We have to be open, guys.
Bro,
okay, all right.
The geriatric motherfucking in Spider-Man movies. That's what we're doing now. Like, come on.
Now, and this really resonates with me because, like, in the same way I've seen the Sony performances of the last few years, and I'm disappointed. I've seen the Westbrook performances over the last few years, and people are still trying to tell me, man, he still got it, man. I'm like, the dude literally had to go to the doctor to make sure his hand wasn't broken because he was missing layups and was messing up the dribble, dog. I'm just saying, I've seen what I've seen. There's really, like, what do you want from me?
PTSD, Joe.
Exactly. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want from me? Oh, it's gonna be great. He's gonna figure it out. You know, he's missing 3 bunnies a night. Nah, man, I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right. Let's go, Steve.
All right. I'm gonna give you something special this draft. It's not gonna be now because I got to get the first rounds off the board. For the MCU, I'm gonna go
Big Hero 6 or something like that.
Not
yet.
Hero 6.
No, I'm taking for my MCU pick. I'm gonna go Infinity War.
Okay, cool.
It's like probably the biggest level up that the MCU has ever had, short of what you said, Winter Soldier Van. Mm-hmm. It's the, like, I don't even want to say culmination because, like, obviously that goes to Endgame, but like from moment one, you know that, like, this is like the pot is being put to a boil from everything that's been cooking in the MCU for like the better part of like 15 years. And it's incredible.
Okay. Look, I watch Infinity War. Infinity War is so sublime, man.
It's the fact that it's infinitely rewatchable, from the second that you start.
Oh my God, we had it so good. Everybody's gonna be mad. Hey, positive. But like positive.
I mean, for me, it's not even close. It's bar for bar the best film they've ever made that's ever come under the Marvel banner. Like, I believe it. Like,
all right, let's not go that far.
Like, really, you know,
come on, man.
In terms of from Iron Man to Endgame, like in that span of time, like not even thinking about
most
Phase 4
entertaining.
movies.
I'll give you most entertaining.
It's
the best as well.
It's clear cut. It's clear cut.
I'll give you guys a question. Seriously, somebody tried to get the takeoff on my Twitter that we only liked Iron Man, the original Iron Man, because our expectations were so low. What do the Midnight Boys think about that take?
I mean, I feel like that's an unfair thing because we're like that. This is the norm now. Like we only live in a space that we can expect something like an Iron Man, and we're jonesing for that hit every time. Expectations being low, this movie came out like in tandem with The Dark Knight. So I wouldn't say that they're low. I think it's just they gave us something that's brand new in the span of like 2 years that like we now come to expect. I think that we can watch Iron Man 1 in a vacuum and still enjoy it.
Also, first of all, Iron Man 1, like, yeah, some of it doesn't hold up, but let's be real. Like, it was like creating a whole new language. Like,
right.
Saying like, oh man, like Iron Man 1 wouldn't hold up. I'm like, yeah, because it literally had to make the DNA of an entire franchise that has spanned like 50 something movies. Like, what are
I'm gonna be
we
honest
talking
with y'all.
about?
Iron Man 1 is fucking fantastic.
It's
incredible.
tight.
It's incredible.
I don't understand. I guess I feel it. You know, of course, it's a movie from X amount of years ago. I was still in my fucking 20s when that shit came out. So it's a long time ago. But like, that movie is fucking fantastic. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all
Agreed.
so off their
great.
asses. Okay. Who's the next pick?
All right, my turn. Right?
Correct.
Snake?
Yeah, Snake draft orders.
Mhm.
So
All
Charles
right,
is back
so I'm gonna go wild card,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do Black Panther.
Interesting.
I'm gonna Black Panther transformational moment.
For your MCU pick.
No,
No,
like wild
for my
card.
wild card.
Or
For
wild
my
card, excuse me. Black.
Wait.
I'm not
Hold on for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't the wild card be something that's not MCU
Wild card's whatever you want.
Or D?
It
I
can
don't
be whatever
like
you
that.
want.
Okay, go ahead, Charles.
Like, why are you trying
Sorry,
to
did he
make
just
up the
steal
rules?
your Black
Again.
Panther pick from your MCU category? What
No, I already did
clearly
MCU.
not.
Yeah, I know. Then
Yeah.
what do you care if it's the wild card?
Cause man, I feel like that movie emotionally sways people, man. That's like
Then you're just mad at the pick. You're not mad. Next will be Van.
Yeah.
That's me. All right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go with my Sony/Fox pick.
Great.
To make sure I get this off the board, I want to start with a double whammy. It is the culmination of a three movie arc for one of the most beloved characters in the history of Marvel.
Spider-Man 3.
No,
X3?
no, shut the fuck up.
Days of Future Past?
Stop. Days of Future Past is a good ass movie though.
Yeah.
It falls apart.
Wait a minute.
That's tough.
We
That's
don't like
tough.
Days of Future Past.
Not
now?
really.
It's
What
not
is
as good as I remembered it.
what?
No. Nah.
Days
Yeah.
of Future Past, like Days of Future Past, was like beloved when it came out. We don't like Days of
Man,
Future
Come on, like,
Past.
it's,
now.
like, it's like it's not as good as we were saying it was. 'Cause
It's fine.
Here's the thing: like, let's get our takes off during this draft. Let's get these takes off.
Sure.
The X-Men movies had kind of been a little wobbly, so like once they really got back on track, everybody was just like, "Oh yeah," but it was a little bit of an overreaction. And we're
I don't
gonna keep
know.
it real.
So wait, so you're saying that we overreacted to Days of Future Past, but we didn't overreact to Black Panther? We definitely overreacted to Black Panther.
No, we overreacted to Black Panther and Days.
And Days of Future Past. I still like Days of Future Past.
I like it. It's a good movie,
Likewise.
but people were saying it was a great, phenomenal movie. It's like a good, solid movie. Like good, solid.
Steve doesn't like it, Steve.
All right,
That's fine.
Does it even make anybody's top 20? Like, let's
No.
be real. Does it make a top 20 list?
No.
It might make my top 20.
It
No.
might. It might
It might make my
sneak
top
in at
20.
20. It
No.
might sneak in at 20.
No.
It might make my top.
Assume
Yeah.
that half of that stuff is MCU
Again,
stuff.
again, Donovan Mitchell's like a top 25 NBA player. Like these things happen.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Rudy Gobert got traded for like 19 first round
Come on,
picks.
you wait. But between all the Batman movies, Spider-Man movies, and
Yeah.
MCU, you saying this movie makes your top 20? That's crazy.
Days of Future
Yeah, no,
Past
it's not.
Days of Future Past is better than The Dark Knight Rises, right?
No, what?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Unfairly maligned Dark Knight.
We're not
Rises.
doing it. We're not doing it today.
I
We're
feel
not
like
doing
we could have a discussion.
We like Days of
There's
Future
no
Past is
discussion.
better.
There's no. Those are two.
Days of Future Past is better than The Dark Knight Rises.
Tom
The Dark
Hardy's
Knight
performance as Bane-
Dark Knight Rises is, by the way, unfairly maligned. You all right?
Mhm.
But the Days of Future Past is better than.
There's
than The
literally
Dark Knight Rises.
nothing. There's nothing better in Days of Future's Past than Tom Hardy's performance as Bane. Like, let's be serious.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's like not a fair metric because like that's not like wrong to say, but like that's not the Tom Hardy's made. But overall, I feel like the story and the stakes in Days of Future Past better. I like Days of Future. Can I get to my pick? I haven't even picked my movie. But like my movie is Logan. Obviously, is
Right.
it's Logan. I'm not gonna give any more explanations
There
to
you go.
why everybody knows Logan is great. It's Logan.
Man, I remember seeing Logan in the theater. I didn't know all what was going to happen. I just assumed, like, all right, he's going to, live a nice, happy life and it's going to be all sweet and roses. And to see him with girl holding his hand in the forest, that's tough. It's tough, man.
I really
Can I
do.
be real? Also about Logan, I've never rewatched it again. That movie was like way too intense in theaters and
It
like
was
way
intense,
too
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Like seeing Xavier die slowly and then seeing Logan die slowly, all that shit. I was like, man, I can't do this, bro. Like you
So-
can't do this to my heroes.
This came out in 2017. This was right after Deadpool came out, and like right as Fox was like kind of dipping their toe into the like R rating pool, it felt really good to see like Hugh Jack. There was like a really great like little meta moment when like he's reading like the X-Men comic book.
Oh yeah, that was
X-23, and he's like, that was probably bullshit anyway. And like, if you see the panels, like some of the things that they're saying were actually old X-Men movies.
Yeah.
That they were talking about, and I was like, that's actually really smart to like kind of like not soft decanonize what the old and like less than great X-Men movies were, but like it's like it's just another way to tell the story. Like I thought that was very smart.
Question: is Days of Future Past better than X2?
No.
It's not.
Wait.
Come on. It's not.
No.
Wait, guys.
Jomi, you were outside. You weren't even born yet.
Why are you on the redemption arc of Days of Future Past right
Yeah,
now, man?
there's no
Why-
redemption arc.
Why are you trying to
Arjuna,
save
jump
them?
in.
I'm confused.
Like, there's no redemption arc. When did Days of Future Past get? When was it decided that Days of Future Past was whack? Like I
It's
seriously
not whack.
missed it.
I said it's good. It's not whack. It's just good. Y'all say it's great.
Arjuna, can you please help me with this Days of Future Past situation?
Days of Future Past was like a very, very good superhero movie. Definitely better than X-Men 2. Like, no, it's the
Definitely.
best. It's the best X-Men team-up movie. Like of all the
You're
X-Men
wrong.
movies, I'm not including Logan. Of all the X-Men movies, it's easily the best one.
No.
I'm tripping because even with Logan and them included, it's like a top 3, top 4 X-Men film. So I'm confused where like it's not top 20. Like goodness,
Are we forgetting
gracious.
First Class? Are we
First Class-
completely?
Even
First Class is good.
if you put First Class above it, even if you put Logan above it, I don't think there are more X-Men. I don't think there are like more X-Men films better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
This is nuts.
All right. Well,
What are we
while we're on
doing?
the X-Men, really quick question. Let me know if this is problematic territory, but is it problematic like that? I feel like they should like just keep Professor X and Magneto white. Like I've been seeing some like casting, and I'm like, just leave them white. Like don't make them like a Black Lives Matter type thing. Like just keep them white. It's fine.
All right. So I had to put the glasses back on. Two things. Number one, Magneto's backstory as a Holocaust survivor is very important to the character. Even if they
This
have
needs
to
to stay.
even if they have to move the character along in years because maybe he's too old to be that now or whatever. Maybe someone in his family or something. I'm not sure. First of all, that should stay.
yeah,
As far as I'm concerned right now. I didn't need the glass for that. Number two, I need the glasses for the overall take to agree. Just leave them white. Leave them white. You know? Better yet, let us pick the characters that we want to be black. Because if we pick the characters that we want to be black, it won't be Xavier and Magneto. It will definitely be Wolverine. All right. So Wolverine with an afro out there cutting motherfuckers up in the black part of Toronto. Like, you know what I mean? Because he'd have to be
He'd have the weekend. He'd have the
He'd have
weekend
the
type of like.
weekend. The weekend could fucking be Wolverine.
All right, no,
he
no,
is
no.
fucking short.
The weekend.
Get him out there. Wolverine
no.
could be Wolverine.
I don't
You
know
know
all
what I
that.
mean?
Nah,
Like,
it'd be a young boy. would
blinding
be
lights.
Wolverine.
It'd be
Young
a young
boy.
boy. Wolverine. If you're gonna make somebody black, let us choose the characters we like. All right, let us choose the characters. We should be able to do that. You know what? We should do a whole pod by blacking characters that we will want to be black.
You know who I want to be black?
That'd be great for me.
Gambit.
Gambit, bruh.
Gambit's so much better. If you
Gambit should be black, honestly.
Bruh,
From where he's
Gambit
from,
would be
come on.
so dope as a black character played by like a young Leon or somebody like that. You know, like, Gambit would be so dope. It makes sense. But no, I'm with you, Charles. Leave him white. Jomi?
I'm with you guys. I think to Van's point, you know, the Magneto's backstory is so important. And I know it's important to a lot of people that he stays the same. So I'm with that. And honestly, the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King allegories are just that, the allegories. They can be played by anybody, right? As long as we understand, like, this is, what this represents, this is what this side represents. They could be white, they could be anything. It doesn't really matter. Like, they don't have to be black. Like, it's fine. It's really fine.
Steve, your thoughts?
I think it's great. I'm just really happy that we're going to see more X-Men real soon.
Yeah, good answer. All right, who's drafting next?
It's
It's
Joey
me.
with 2 picks.
Uh-huh.
2 picks back to back. All right, I'm going to. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the Sony Fox picks. I think if I don't take a Sony Fox pick right now, I am going to miss out on my pick. And with this one, I'm going with the classic. One of the best superhero films. I think that. I mean, we've talked about this on the pod. And one that we love a lot. The film with Van and Charles' favorite Spider-Man.
Oh.
Spider-Man 2.
Wait, Spider-Man 2? Oh, wow, that was a swerve.
Yeah, no, here's the thing, right? I enjoy Spider-Man, like the first one with Green Goblin, like it's cool, getting them to learn his powers, da-da-da. But there's like a magic with Spider-Man 2, right? Where the film like takes off, right? He's Spider-Man, like he's doing the pizza thing, da-da-da, but like it's still fun. And then the relationship between him and Alfred Molina is just like fantastic. He's just like such an incredible actor. And you really, even though like they don't have like a ton of scenes together early on, you really feel that they have like a connection, professional and honestly, like on a personal level, we're just like trying to understand like where he's like, you're lazy, Parker. And Parker's like, I got, he doesn't know I'm Spider-Man, I'm doing all these things, but I understand where it's coming from. And then at the end, when he's like looking him in the eyes and he's falling into the thing, and it's this is a fantastic film. I even mentioned the train scene. You know what I mean? So gotta get Spider-Man 2 off the board because I know.
Don't pick. What are you doing for him? Wait, you're doing MCU next, right?
I feel like I can hold off on the MCU.
Right.
Ooh,
I think Steve has to go, but then I go next.
Oh no,
Right.
no! I get 1 pick for each one, so I'm gonna be resting a bit.
Yeah. So do you not go right now?
No, I don't go right now because remember those rules that we stated. Steve
Jesus
only gets
Christ.
1 pick on the round robin. That was Jomi's rule.
So then who
Goodness
goes
gracious.
now?
It's still me.
It's still you, but then you go back and then it's me again.
I think my next pick, I'm going to swerve because I don't think either of you actually. Now you know what? I got it. My animated pick,
Mm-hmm.
the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever gotten.
Oh boy,
The
There you go.
Incredibles.
there you go. That's a good one. It's a good one.
Incredibles.
Damn, that was the key to my draft.
Here's the thing: animated gets tough. That's the problem.
Animated gets
Animated
tough.
gets real tough.
Like the
Animated gets
Incredibles.
tough.
The Incredibles were the key to my draft. The Incredibles was really a good pick. I'm not gonna lie.
My parents never took me to go see The Incredibles. We wanted to go, and they're like, "No, you guys, y'all good." And I was so sad. But I remember one time somebody borrowed it off DVD, and we're like, let me cop that, and we put it on it. We spun it at the crib, and it was like the best thing I ever seen. Let me tell you something. That scene where Dash runs on water, I had never felt that way watching a film before in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was incredible. Just
How old were you
absolutely
when you were
incredible.
watching The Incredibles 2?
So it came out. No, it came out. I think in 2004. So I'd see it like around 2006. So I was like, what, like 9, 10?
Damn.
When I saw it the first
Ugh.
time.
Van
Yeah,
was
it
still
was-
40. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ. I wasn't even old enough to see Iron Man in theaters when it came out.
You weren't old enough. What do you mean?
Oh my!
It's a PG-13 film, right? I was 11 when it dropped.
Oh man,
The damage I've just taken to
God,
my health bar.
Joey,
It's
Jesus
That's
like-
Christ,
psychic
bro.
damage to me, man.
Come on, man.
I was telling. I remember I was in the
Like,
office.
bruh.
I told Sean Fennessy this, and I've never gotten such a look of like, oh my God.
Joey,
Oh my God.
this explains so much, bro. This explains why you would put Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. over sex. The fact that you couldn't see a PG-13 movie. Like, I used to sit down and watch Harlem Nights when I was like 7, 8 years old.
Well, my parents were like, hey, can I go see a movie? My parents are going to be like, no, you can't see this movie that's not for it. They weren't going to go sit in the movie with me to go watch it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was
How do you
great.
feel about my Let Brad Bird make a Fantastic Four movie?
I feel
agenda?
like, listen, y'all know how I feel about Fantastic Four. I'm not going to pick it because that would completely ruin my whole agenda trying to win this thing. But I maintain that Fantastic Four 2005 is like fine. It's like, okay.
It's fine. That movie is like not a bad movie.
It's fine.
These are some of the worst takes I've ever.
Bro, nah.
Bro,
Those movies are unwatchable. Those movies are unwatchable.
Again, I don't understand because I would agree like the 2007 one, Rise of Silver Surfer, is not great. You know, the things it does with Silver Surfer with Doctor Doom, Cheeks, I agree. Like we can, we don't need to relitigate that. But the first one is pretty fun and dare I say an enjoyable superhero film.
It is definitely an enjoyable superhero film.
I don't know why we're talking about it. Like it's like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Looks like when your cousin is like teething and he's like biting on the gym mats and there's just like foam coming out. Like that's what the thing looks like.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. It's like foam and gym mats.
Yeah.
Foam and
But like
gym
it's gonna
mats.
rip in it and it's like that little orange foam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks terrible.
I'm sorry, me and Charles did physical activities when we were kids.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
We
God,
weren't
Nick,
leaving.
what
We
does that
weren't.
mean?
We didn't, Van. We didn't.
What does that mean? Were you either one of you guys varsity athletes? I know Steve, you weren't. like either one of you guys varsity athletes? Tell me about something.
Van, what part of me makes you think that I would ever be a varsity?
I'm talking about doing physical stuff. The 3-sport athlete.
Oh my goodness.
So I have to go animated here because there's a lot of meat in these other categories. And after The Incredibles and Into the Spider-Verse, I had problems with my animated pick. I just got to let people know this.
Oh, do you?
Now, I have a lot of DC Universe animated movies that I really enjoy that I think are great, fantastic, but I don't know how many people have seen them in order for me to take them. Huh?
I think this is a worthwhile choice to get people to know some good animated picks.
To like,
I say go with the heart.
To raise awareness.
Yes, raise awareness.
I'm not on that type of shit, bro.
That's how you get Jordan LaForge. You know what I mean?
That's how you get Jordan LaForge. That's a Jordan LaForge strategy right there.
Okay.
No chance.
He's I'm not raising any awareness. I've talked about movies that I like. I'll do this. I've talked about movies like Batman, Gotham, and Gaslight. I've talked about The Judas Contract. I've talked about movies that I really enjoy. And now I'm going to pick one that is between two of them that everybody knows. All right. I'm going to choose Batman, Mask of the Phantasm.
Nice.
Okay.
As my animated choice. I was this close to doing Batman Beyond Return of the Joker.
Great movie.
That's a good, great one. Great one.
Because I love that. But I'm going to do Mask of the Phantasm. Shout out to my old people.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chuck.
All right, this is getting tough. This is getting real tough. Oh, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to do it. MCU. I'm going with the biggest movie that they've ever released. The one that, like, they probably should have ended it all after, if we're going to be completely honest.
All right. I'm so glad you have
We're
to
going
pick
with
this.
Endgame.
I'm so glad you have to pick this. I'm so glad that you have to pick this. I know it hurts, Charles. I know this hurts, bro. I'm so glad that you have to pick this movie.
Man, I don't even want to get this.
Just say it.
Y'all take it.
Just talk to you. Said
It's
the movie.
Endgame,
Now
baby,
tell
right?
it's Endgame. Tell us why you love it. Tell
Convince
us why
us, baby.
you love. Tell the people why you love Endgame. Do it now.
I refuse. Nah, fuck that shit. Autumn of Optimism is over, man. Y'all ain't getting me. Nah, fuck all that.
Oh my!
Did it ever even
goodness.
begin?
It definitely. All right, everybody. I see all the snarky marks. Was there ever really an Autumn of Optimism? And if I'm gonna keep it real, I just came up with that little hashtag because I'm like, if I just keep saying it but keep being negative, like it's kind of a get out of jail free card for me. But
Oh
now
my
I'm
God.
realizing
Wow,
nobody
what do you-
actually believed me.
Charles, okay, let's talk real quick. Let's address this. Let's address the elephant in the room.
What's that? Elephant?
There are some people who are saying out here that the wagon is off the trail. That the wagon himself, Chuck Wagon, that your animus, your distaste, your fatigue for the MCU has made you not a fan. And a lot of people feel like on a fandom podcast, the number one requirement is to actually be a fan and they feel like they're not getting that with you, Chuck Wagon. What's your response?
My response is I just disagree with that on a like fundamental level where it's like fandom means that you just kind of like shut your brain off and like have to accept everything as like good or positive, and that is like the first emotion to have. I think actually the thing where fandom comes from is the fact that we love things so passionately that we react to them passionately because they mean things to us. And I think a lot of times we think that like companies like Marvel and DC are like living, breathing people. And they're not. They're companies. And it's like we spend our hard-earned money. You spend your time. That like time is the most valuable thing. You can't get that back. So with that being said, like, yeah, like if I love something, I'm gonna hold it to a higher standard. And like lastly, we're always complaining, why doesn't anybody take these movies seriously? Why doesn't anybody take these movies seriously? And I'm like, because we don't take them seriously. Because we don't want to give it the critical rigor that we give every other art form. You know, if people work on this, if we want to call something art needs to be perceived, art needs to be critiqued. That's how it gets better. That's how we like raise an entire medium up. So yeah, like fandom does not mean shutting your brain off. That is my shtick, you know.
Jesus Christ, that was well said. Fuck. Like, I don't know if you're gonna change any minds, but if they don't see where you're coming from after that shit, wow, that was really
also,
well said,
like,
Charles.
man, I don't know about you. Like when I was going to the comic book store, like even back when I was like a kid, people also realized like this shit is ingrained in it. Like the comic book guys would be like, nah, that's whack. That's whack. Like here's the real shit.
Oh my God. That's the best point. You go there to be like, hey man, let me get that. It's like, I'm telling you right now, this sucks. This sucks. I don't like this artist. I don't like this. Like, you've heard the critiques. You've heard the critiques of the industry. You've heard the critiques of the storylines. Like when I listen to a lot of the guys who I trust, like I listen to Rob from Geek Culture Explained, Comics Explained. Bring up the Inhumans and watch Rob fucking lose it. He hates the Inhumans. He doesn't dig them. He thinks the Inhumans suck. He thinks Black Bolt suck. A lot of people do. We've always had these conversations, like Jomi's pointing. We've always had these conversations. I understand that people, look, by the way, this is not a brush off. Let me get serious for a second here. This is not a brush off. These guys are my brothers, albeit little brothers, because I'm old. So, you know, our parents, they took a break and then they came back and they had them later. But these guys are my brothers. So I'm always going to ride for them and defend them. But look, we do understand the notion that you want to come on here and have a happy-go-lucky conversation about what it is that we just sat down and watched. And we're feeding some of the childhood love that we've developed for characters over the X amount of time. And we understand how much we just want to love on these characters and love on these stories. We get that. But we're telling you guys that, like, you know, with us, we're four different people with four different perspectives. And there's space here for it all. There's space here for us to agree. And there's space here on this podcast for us to not like something. Or when I say not like, because there have been very few things here on the Midnight Boys that we haven't liked.
And even when we don't like shit, we're actually kind of very positive in terms of like the enjoyment of sitting in a theater and watching this shit. We're still kids about it. So it's funny when we even dislike stuff. I'm like, we still rap about it. This shit's dope.
It's just, you know, guys, it's gravy. Cool it, baby. We love you. How about this? I want everybody to do something right now. Midnight Boys, hold your hands up. Give our audience a hug. We love y'all. I don't know what y'all do during the hug. Do y'all pat on the back?
Well, I like a nice rub. Like when
a
somebody
rub
does
is
a nice
good.
rub. Yeah.
I knew a guy that used to hold, you know, the back of your head when he was hugging you. I was like, yo, fam, that's like, you know what I'm saying? All love, no toxic shit, but that's a little next level for me, you know? So yeah, hug the audience, hold them close. Do what I like to call a dolphin hug, where you hug somebody and you put your heartbeat against their heartbeat. And then in a second, your hearts beat at the same time and you exchange information, energy in your body, energy, whatever. You'll learn about it when you're 35. Okay. So that's Charles. Who's the next pick?
The whole
That's
thing.
me.
We
That's
went
me.
through a whole cycle there. We
Wow.
learned so much about
So
each
yeah,
other.
Endgame, huh? All right. All right. I got so many things to do.
Pick with your heart, Steve.
Yeah.
Pick with your heart.
I feel like there's one you gotta pick up just because like there's still so much love for it.
Yeah, there's a DC one that I've still gotta make happen, but I want to go fun. I want to go nuts.
Mm.
I'm really scared. He's gonna pick like X-Men First Class or something.
No. For my DC pick. Yeah, I'm gonna take a classic. I'm taking a classic, and it's honestly this is a fan favorite for me. I love this movie a lot. This might not even be the best Michael Keaton Batman movie, but I love Batman Returns. I absolutely, I like it's so fucking cool. It's so fun. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is fucking iconic.
Okay.
Danny DeVito, Penguin. I don't think I've had more fun watching a Batman movie than this one. Batman Returns is like one of my favorites.
I like that. You know why I like that? Because that movie has a lot of flavor.
It does.
That movie has a lot of flavor.
Michelle Pfeiffer going meow.
Yeah. Flavor. You know what I mean? They has Christopher Walken. It's Max, not Chip. You know what I mean? He's like, let my son go. It's Max, not Chip.
Incredible Christopher Walken impression.
Incredible. Let's go. Who's next?
All right. So they'll be back up to Charles then.
Ooh, I got DC or Sony / Fox. Damn. You know what, guys? I need your guys' opinion. I'm in between. Wait, can I ask y'all for advice? No, I'm in competition with you.
Yeah.
But honestly, Joey's gonna win. Like Joey's gonna win. You got the Dark Knight, so it's like whatever.
Okay.
I think my team is competitive with Jomi's.
Master of the Phantasm is.
I think Jomi's gonna win, but I think it's not the Dark Knight that's gonna win for Jomi. I think it's the Incredibles, to be honest with you. But like in these drafts, whoever gets the first pick wins.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always.
I won the Star Wars draft. Let me tell you about you guys. I won the Star Wars draft, and it was never brought up again. Every time I lose a draft, you punk motherfuckers kick me in my asshole about it, right? I won the Star Wars draft, and no one ever mentioned the Star Wars draft after that. I see you motherfuckers.
That's not true at all. It's not true at all.
Jomi, make your fucking pick. Or it's Charles.
It's not. It's Charles.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go DC.
Okay. Ooh. I didn't expect that.
Actually, no, I'm going Sony Fox. I'm going Spider-Man No Way Home. Like it still got the juice. It still got the juice on it. It's still. I got to do it. It changed history. Endgame.
Now, hold on.
Charles is having a horrible draft.
Now, hold on. Wait.
Charles is having a horrible draft.
All right, Arjuna.
This is so bad.
Arjuna, come on.
What?
So,
can I not pick No Way Home?
I guess it is a Sony movie.
I don't think
Marvel
you can
Sony
do
Co-Pro. Marvel Sony Co-Pro.
Okay,
all right, Arjuna, the commissioner. We need the commissioner in. If I can't pick it, it's fine. I got another pick in my bag.
I'm gonna say you can't pick it because it is part of the MCU.
I know. I disagree. I hard disagree.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't happen without Sony.
I thought it was a Sony picture. It's fine.
Arjuna made the call, so it's 3-2 in favor of not a Sony movie. Keep it pushing.
Man, that's wild. Y'all some fucking haters. Like, for real.
All
right, finally, Sony Fox. Like, dog, I'm just going to pick Deadpool. Fuck it.
Okay, why not? Deadpool was better than No Way Home anyway. I mean, that's true. Deadpool is a better movie than No Way Home. I stick to it. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Facebook.
Jesus Christ. It's not
Deadpool
possible.
is better. Deadpool is better than No Way Home.
It's not possible.
It's better. Arjuna, jump
man.
in.
Why is Arjuna your best friend on this podcast?
Because, man, we'll hear more from Arjuna in a second. I want to vote. Is Deadpool better than No Way Home? All the Midnight Boys. I want to vote.
Okay, like as a better film? Like a better film.
I mean, it's a movie, so yes.
It's certainly not a candy bar, so I can only judge it as a movie, Jomi. Yes, it's a better movie.
I mean, like, okay. No. It's a better film.
You're so upset that you got to say it.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, equally, I had, I don't know. I had so much fun watching No Way Home. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I
I
did
don't know what to
too.
tell you.
Yeah,
I was there.
But it's
We
not
all
a movie.
did.
Like, and I like No Way Home. Like, I like it, but at least like Deadpool is like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 makes sense.
Like literally, quite literally. Like quite literally, like
Yeah.
they separated in structure like that. Yeah, nah, I got. I mean, I don't know if I agree, but I understand the point. Like I understand.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll settle for that.
Jomi just writhing in defeat right now.
I'm not.
All
It's
right,
not
Van.
defeat. I'm just saying. Like it's. I enjoyed that film so much. Not so much more than Deadpool. I really like Deadpool. But to say that it's a better film, like I understand where you're coming from. I don't know if I can say that like on the spot right now, but I completely understand where you're coming from.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like not being able to pick Spider-Man No Way Home is cheating. I think like it is actually an egregious pick by the commissioner. Is like what? I'm not versed in basketball, but what my friends who were, they were always like, if Kobe got to play with Chris Paul, it's that type of shit.
Oh,
where it's just
don't
like,
fucking compare it to that.
That's
That's
too
the
soon
biggest
for that.
sports crime in the
Too soon
history of
for
the
that.
NBA, bro. Don't.
it's really
don't-
that's
bite
what
your
it's feeling
tongue.
like. It's
No,
feeling
it's
like the
not.
commissioner is really overstepping their boundary, in my opinion. Just saying.
Right. Okay, who's up next?
Vanley.
You.
All right, this is my wild card pick,
All right.
and I got wild.
I don't know how wild you could get.
It's not that wild.
Okay.
It's back in the day. A guy named Sam Raimi wanted to make a superhero movie.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
They told Sam Raimi he couldn't make said movie.
Yes.
Because
Nah,
he
there's no
wanted
way
to.
you're picking this.
He
It's
wanted
not
to cast.
possible. It's
he
not
wanted to-
possible.
He
I
wanted
love
to
this, man.
cast Bruce Campbell
Mm-hmm.
in the lead role of his superhero.
This is a
movie.
crime.
No.
And the studio said no. So you know what Sam Raimi said I'll do? He said, I'll make up my own superhero. And he still didn't cast Bruce Campbell. I think Bruce had something else to do. He cast Liam Neeson
Nah, no way, bro. No way.
as
not letting this
Dark Man.
Yeah, we're not
Great.
letting this slide.
Great.
That's really nuts. That
He-
Liam
like-
Neeson is Dark Man. That's
Liam
nuts.
Neeson is Dark Man.
That's
and
so
we
crazy.
know that it's a good role for him
Right?
because he literally was Dark Man on the streets of Ireland back in the day. He was
Jesus
looking for dark
Christ.
men.
Wait. Oh,
He was
Wait,
looking for-
actually, Steve, can you maybe in post play me some award music?
Okay.
I would like to present a new award that has just been created today for whenever we do drafts.
What?
Van Lathan, I would like to hand you the first annual Geordie LaForge Award for horrible picking. Okay?
Congratulations.
He's
Goddamn,
weird.
man.
He's weird with girls. Dark Man is.
Dark Man
But
is
look-
weird with girls.
But let me tell you what I look at a wild card pick as.
Oh my God.
So Jordy LaForge would have been an okay wild card. I'm not gonna lie, no, he wouldn't have been. Jordy LaForge has no place.
I
on this
love Jordy
podcast.
LaForge. I'm
Jordy
not, I'm
LaForge
not,
is
I'm not
tough.
upset about anything.
But
He went second. He
by the
went
way- by the way-
second.
My soul
you
is
picked
pure.
Jordy
all
LaForge
right?
second. By the way, I'll accept the Jordy LaForge award. But in my speech, this is what I want to say. I think picking Black Panther as your wild card is against the spirit of
Hell!
the wild card.
A wild card is anything.
A wild card is a
wild
blank
card-
space on a
wild
bingo card. It's
should, okay. Got a wild card. That's not what a wild card should be. What a wild
that's what
card
it is,
should
though.
be is what a wild card should be is something outside of the realm of what it is that we just. Why would we need another category where you could just pick
It's
What
like
strategy?
an
strategy.
MCU?
It's
Why would you
strategy.
just
What are
need
we talking
another?
about, man?
Why would?
Come on.
I would be honest with you. I seriously, every time we do this, my wild card is gonna. I'm gonna try to have it be somebody off the beaten path. Now you can go back and see my wild card was probably like fucking I don't know, Darth Vader or some shit. But when I look at a wild card, there's plenty of movies I could have took for a wild card here.
Oh yeah.
I could have took Spider-Man 1.
Let's not give away too many picks.
Okay,
here,
okay,
'cause
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to.
yeah.
I don't
Don't wanna
want
give
to.
us-
There's a lot of game left.
There's
Lot of
just
game
plenty
left
of
to
movies
play.
I could've-
There is. I will say if Jomi, I'll let Jomi go.
You know
we
what?
have,
It was
we have a bunch
between-
of honorable mentions coming
know
up
it was
that will
between-
be coming up here.
You know what's between for my wild card? I'm not gonna say it.
Don't
but-
say it. Thank you.
But Dark Man is a true wild card. And by the way, a great movie.
Great movie.
It's like
great
good.
movie.
It's no, actually solid. It's just solid.
Get the fuck out of my face. I agree with Facebook now. It's like I am off the Chuck wagon. Like Darkman is a great movie. I picked Darkman. I'm taking up too much time.
Wait, can I just say really quick? I went to a friend's birthday yesterday, and shout out to him. He gave me some of the wildest takes. And one of them, he said that the 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are the worst Marvel movies, worse than Thor the Dark World.
Jesus.
I mean,
Christ.
that's
not even close to being true.
It's not really true. But
That's
not true
rough.
at all.
Yeah.
That's
rough. But he did agree with me that Age of Ultron better than the Avengers.
again.
that's incredible. The fact that you didn't even pick that just to let people piss off. All
The
right,
Holland movies aren't the worst movies. They're not that good though.
show me.
It's my turn. Speaking
time.
of the Avengers, I got an MCU pick coming up, and I'm gonna rock with the film that changed everything for the MCU. That
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
okay, that's enough of that. That's enough out of you, pal. The film that let us all know, like, hey, man,
Captain America: Civil War.
the story. Think of it again. You keep talking, like you just you keep getting it wrong. The first film, the film that ended Phase 1, the film that finally brought the team together. I'm going with the Avengers, 2012. Let me tell y'all something. I saw this movie in, I want to say like May 2012 at like a 9 a.m. Saturday screening, right? I'm 15 years old, right? I've seen a lot of movies. I love films, you know. By that age, I'm tapped in.
What movies at 15 are you watching where you are a connoisseur of films?
Bro,
He's watching every PG-13 movie that he could possibly think of. That's what he's
bro.
doing.
You know what I'm saying? We was going to see Avatar. We did like the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like that scene where they're in New York and they circle up, you know, he's like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. Changed my life. I'm not even gonna hold you. It changed my life. It brought me a new appreciation for, like, a new love for these films that has carried over to where I am today, right? It's the reason where I am. Why are you playing the violin? I can't.
Dog, I know
wax
your black
poetic.
ass ain't talking about Avengers like that. Like Avengers is fine. Like, come on, bro.
Special.
Like, come on.
Special. We Joss Whedon is a piece of human garbage. Like, let's just be honest.
Jesus Christ.
Just one of the worst people to ever exist. But this film literally set the standard. It set the standard.
It's a good ass movie.
Good at, I don't know.
I got it. That's my MCU pick.
It don't
Come
even
on,
make the top 10 Marvel movies anymore.
okay,
You're
so
lying.
that's
You're a liar.
not even
You're a liar.
that's not even true.
You're a liar.
What?
That's not even
a lie.
true.
That's a lie.
What?
Yep.
Come on.
You know that's
Nah.
not true.
Captain America: Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity War.
I don't think Guardians
No
is
one-
better than the Avengers.
It's not. But,
Guardians
like,
is
not.
better than the Avengers.
But no, let him keep going.
I don't think Guardians is better. But go ahead. Yeah.
It's not.
Thor: Ragnarok, Black Panther.
Nope.
Oh, Jesus
No.
Christ, bro. Oh, fuck out of here, dog.
Black Panther is better than the Avengers.
Oh,
Let's not
Jesus.
do this.
I'm gonna break all, bro.
Not even
I'm gonna
close.
break all this shit,
Not
dog.
even close.
I'm gonna break
Whoa,
this
whoa,
fucking
whoa, whoa.
computer.
This isn't a
Fuck
hot
out of
take.
here, bro.
What is
Black
that?
Panther is a
Oh
better
my
movie
God,
than the
bro. Are
original
you
Avengers.
serious?
We are not doing
Nigga.
this.
All right.
Are you
serious?
Hey. No, bro.
Midnight
I'm a-
Court. Next
Yo.
week. Midnight
Midnight
Court.
Court.
Midnight
Midnight
Court.
Court.
Where we going?
Fucking Midnight Court. Midnight
Okay,
Court.
we got it.
fucking-
We
I
got it.
can't
all
wait.
of it. I want all of it.
I
I want all
can't
the
wait.
smoke.
I cannot wait.
Unserious behavior from Charles.
I can't. I
Oh
cannot
my
What are we
wait,
talking
bro.
about?
I can't wait. You're off. You're
Y'all saw
fucking
Captain
rocker.
America suit in that shit.
Dog.
You're telling me
Bro.
that movie is better
Bruh.
than Black Panther.
Fuck
Oh
it. No
my
more.
God.
Midnight Court. Midnight Court is
I'm not
set.
even talking about it anymore.
Yes.
But save it
Yeah,
for
Midnight
Fuck
Court
it.
is set. Fuck all
Great.
that. Yeah, hell
Awesome.
yeah.
Joey, what's your wild card?
Oh yeah, I got a wild card pick.
Oh my.
Man, see, here's the thing. Like, I could like go off the beaten path and like pick some that, like, you know, real cool. But I really think I can win this thing. Right? I really think I can win this thing. So if we're going for like a, you know, like a wild card pick, but something that you know, still, you know, people like I think would rock with the people. I'll talk about it later, but I think I'm gonna go with, and this is shout out to my homegirl Mallory Rubin. We both love this film. It is a like a fun encapsulation. Like when you think of like the Bat family and what it really truly means to, you know, have people in your life. Lego Batman. It's my wild card.
Cool.
Good one. Very good one.
I watched it on a whim. I can't remember how long ago.
It's a good
But
movie. Nobody.
it's so good. It surprised me. You know, like I like the Lego film. Don't ask me why I saw the Lego Ninjago film. And I was like, you know, we'll check out Lego Batman
Joe, me, it's fine.
one time. And I was like, oh God. Like this, you know, the spectacle of the Lego thing, like that's cool, whatever. But just the story of, like, again, found family always resonates. And the fact that like a film that easily just could have been for children, like that, like brought so much heart is incredible. You know, shout out to Chris McKay and everybody behind the scenes of that film. It was awesome. And also Will Arnett is Batman. Come on.
Who is Chris McKay? I don't know who that is.
You don't know Chris McKay? The dude, you know, he was behind Into the Spider-Verse.
Chris McKay?
Yeah. You don't know Chris McKay?
He's
Chris
one of the
McKay?
3 directors in the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought Spider-Verse was Lord Miller.
That was written and produced by them.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Chris McKay.
Yes. All right. So that's
I
Jomi's
did not know
draft
that,
board.
man.
All set.
Apologies to that man.
Van, your DC and your final pick.
The final pick is DC. And
Are you gonna have to pick it? I feel like I know what you're gonna pick.
well, I mean, look. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the movie I want to pick.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
This is a movie that nobody would have picked, by the way. You know what? I'm conflicted with this pick because
No, go with your heart.
No,
Don't-
yeah, go
We've got
Okay.
such a long honorable
actually,
mentions
you know what
coming
we're
up.
doing. If you don't
Okay.
do it, we're instituting the pot. You're gonna have to put $5 in the pot if you punk out. If you don't pick
okay,
it.
well, the movie I want to pick is Superman the movie. That's the movie I want to pick.
Okay, then pick it. Why don't you
Okay.
pick it?
But
Old ass pick.
that's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Yes,
It's a great movie.
Yeah, like that's a,
401k coming through.
Jesus.
Superman the movie. Yeah. So there's a story. I picked Superman the movie. It's
Okay,
directed
great.
by the late great Richard Donner. I'll buy ice cream for anybody else who can tell me another movie that Richard Donner directed.
Superman 2.
That's actually not true.
Didn't he not? He there's a Richard Donner cut of that because they
Yeah,
filmed them back to
because
back.
They took him off halfway throughout
They
the movie,
did.
so he only.
But there
kind of
is
directed
a
it.
Richard Donner cut though that
There's
they
a Richard Donner
reshot.
cut of it, really, but his name is not really on it. They
Okay.
fucked over Richard Donner, my pal Dick Donner.
Mhm.
No, but he also did Lethal Weapon. He did a lot
He
of
did.
movies.
He did The Goonies.
Oh
The
shit,
Goonies.
he did do
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
The Goonies?
They did
Yeah.
the Goonies.
Yeah, Richard Donner is a fucking legend.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with the original Superman. Funny story my father used to tell is he took me to see the movie like it was playing at the old movie house. That movie came out in like 77. I wasn't born until 1980. But he took me to see the movie when they playing in the old movie house. It might have been Superman 3 or whatever. It was one of the Superman movies. And I begged him to take me to see the movie. And when Superman flew, I was so fucking scared when he was coming at the screen that I jumped over the thing and tried to run out of the theater. He was like, I never saw. He's like, that's Superman right there. Superman was flying and looking in the camera, and I'm like, yo, it's not for me. What the fuck is this? And I ran. And my dad would always tell that story.
That's
But
so
Superman
funny.
was my first love of superheroes, and so I can't let this go. I mean, had the draft gone differently, this movie might have not been in it, but I'm gonna pick Superman the movie.
I never thought that like to me, like when I saw that Superman, like it was kind of like seeing Santa Claus. You're just like,
Yeah.
like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my God, that's Superman. Like there's no way that you could possibly distinct that like Christopher Reeve from actually being Superman.
And still the defining, we talk about how old the movie is, Charles, but still more than any other character, maybe not more than any other character, because a lot of these characters haven't had different iterations yet, but still the defining portrayal of Superman on screen,
Right.
the defining portrayal of Lois Lane
Yes.
on screen, the defining portrayal of Lex Luthor
All right,
on
let's not
screen.
disrespect Smallville.
Hold on.
And I would say that for those things to have endured since 1977 or 76, whatever this movie came out, it's pretty impressive, man.
Wait, can I ask you this, Van? Do you think that there's an actor alive who would be able to get out under the shadow of playing Superman? Or is it just kind of a role where it's just not going to happen?
So I do, but let me tell you why I think it's going to be hard. So I think Henry Cavill got closer to the Superman that he needed to be in the Snyder Cut because I think that they loosened up the reins a little bit. But I think the problem with it is the traditional view and the traditional character of Superman is no longer really applicable or plausible in American life, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, the essence of the character is harder to capture on screen. Reeve was so good at the role because he played a bumbling, clumsy, goofy, Tarantino monologue-esque Clark Kent and turned into, on a dime, a strong, confident, towering superhero as Superman, right? And he was able to do that so quickly. Now those archetypes are less important. The character has had some sort of it's evolved a little bit, and so because of that, it's gonna miss a little something that we looked at and saw in Reeves' performance. You know, we're not sure, to be honest with you, what Superman is right now.
Yeah,
like Truth, Justice, and the American Way has a completely different meaning. We don't know. We don't know who he should be fighting. We don't know how he should be fighting them. We don't know what the stakes are. Superman is not a high-tech character. He's a low-tech one, a very simple one. And so I think that now it's not the fact that we don't have talented actors. We really do. I think that the character's changed a little bit, and so we might have trouble putting our finger on it a little bit more. So simpler character for a simpler time with a fantastic actor portraying him. That's what I would think. That's what I would say.
Is this a safe space?
On this pick.
What'd you say?
Is this a safe space?
Sure.
Can I be like?
Obviously not.
It's just us. I can be honest.
Uh-huh.
I've only ever seen the Man of Steel live action superhero Superman films.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I never saw Superman Returns.
Uh-huh.
And I've never seen Superman 1 through 3, 4.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime. You know, you fucking child.
You couldn't have taken a break from your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. rewatch?
Yeah.
Rewatch. Yeah, I got time for
a lot of time.
183 episodes.
It's really, really good, Jomi.
Spinning that again.
Jomi, I'm not tripping up like this. Like I keep saying it. This is why, in the grand scheme of things, y'all don't know shit. I understand. I'm fucking with you. No, I get it. Yeah.
All right, Charles.
All right,
DC pick, your final pick.
DC. It's the only movie I can pick. Ugh, I got to do it. I'm going Dark Knight Rises. I'm going Dark Knight Rises.
Wow. Well, it's not entirely true. There were other options there, pal.
Oh,
several.
This was the only
One
option.
might say several.
This was the only
I don't think that's
option
true.
left. There's no DC movie on the board that is better than Dark Knight Rises.
I think there might be one at least.
I'm looking at 3 right now.
There's no way. List them.
I mean, we'll let Steve go.
We will in honorable mentions.
We'll let Steve go. Steve has has 3 picks left.
Yeah, because I only get one because remember I free up the rest for you guys and then I get the last 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all. Wait. Whoa. Y'all don't like this movie?
No, I do like this
It's
movie.
good.
This
Well,
is a
you
good
good.
movie.
Here's the thing. It's good.
So-
You said it's the best DC movie on the board, and I
agree.
So Dark Knight Rises is a good movie. It loses itself under the weight of the movie. Like the Dark Knight stays very sleek and lean and gets right to the point. The Dark Knight Rises loses itself under the weight of its own importance. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Like the by the time you get to the last bit of it, it's like there's so much happening. There's a couple of things that don't make a whole lot of sense. But it's a fun watch. It's a movie that's better than you remember it to be. But it's good. That's a good movie. But
It is the sum of it.
The dark. I was born in it.
that's
That's
that
the thing.
to me. He saves the movie to me. Like yeah.
It's a lot less than the sum of its parts because there are a lot of good parts in that movie. Like, and if you isolate them in like a YouTube sizzle and like a great amount of like things that we can see, I still really, really do like it. I think Anne Hathaway is fantastic.
I'm an Anne Hathaway truther as far as that movie.
she's good. She's good.
See,
she's very good.
Here's the thing. Y'all can't name me a line from any DC movie still on the board. Like, y'all could do some Bane lines. Like, come on.
Yes, I can. I mean, I can name you other lines.
Go from the Batman.
Not from the Batman.
Okay, Wonder Woman.
I can name you lines from the Batman, but not that hit like Bane.
Wonder Woman.
I did it for the laugh.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, pick your
love.
Man, y'all
shoot a
no.
man before throwing him out of a plane. It's
Shoot
okay.
a man.
Wait, so what were the movies still on the board that were better?
Before throwing him out of the plane. Did we start the fire?
The fire rises.
The fire rises.
Oh boy.
It's great.
Which that dialogue is terrible, by the way. That's,
Right.
It's so bad.
Right.
It's so bad.
I've paid you a small fortune, and you feel like this.
Like,
Like he puts it. Let me tell you something about Bane. Bane was Bane was that motherfucker.
He was
Bane
that nigga. When Batman shuts off the lights and he looks at him like, bro, what do you think that's gonna do, bro?
You feel like darkness is your ally.
Hello.
Bane lays his hand on that man's shoulder and goes, "How safe do you feel?" And the guy immediately knows he's fucked. That guy immediately knows. Like Bane just goes, he's like, "Yeah, how safe do you feel now?" Like he just put his hand on his shoulder. Jesus Christ, Bane, get a man a break.
Different levels.
Fucking
Different
worse
levels.
than Krennic.
Like if y'all tell me the Batman or Wonder Woman or Aquaman are better than Dark Knight Rises, I'm leaving.
I mean,
Nah.
I think there's room for discussion.
Yeah.
I think there's room for discussion.
okay.
Steve, make your picks.
All right. For the Sony Fox one, I'll get it out of the way. We don't talk enough about X-Men First Class. I really think that the first, 30 minutes of that movie is kind of like bulletproof. It's incredible. I love Michael Fassbender's portrayal of Magneto. I think his like hunt for revenge to kill the people that killed his mom is great. I think Kevin Bacon is underrated in that movie.
This movie is racist as hell, Steve. I can't believe you picked this.
Wait. Not the racism. I don't know what the hell Charles was talking about. But Charles, do you like First Class?
Oh, I enjoy First Class. It's a good movie. Here's my thing. I will never forgive it because you got to do some backflips where you're like, all right, Darwin, he can survive anything. They're just like, we're still gonna kill him. I'm like,
okay, the Darwin
like,
thing was fucked up.
The Darwin thing is tough. There's no escaping
if you
that.
rewatch it, it's kind of like, dog, Darwin really had to go out like that? Like, come on.
It fundamentally doesn't make any sense because the whole thing is that he can survive anything. So why would he die from that?
He doesn't survive the first thing that's brought to him.
I'm joking.
Exactly.
It's not a racist movie, but I laugh at that Darwin scene every single time.
It's stupid. It is.
I understand that, but this is, I think, like outside of Logan, probably the best X-Men film.
X2, come on, we're not doing this.
I really, really dig First Class a lot. I think it has a lot of fun with itself. I think the dynamic between McAvoy and Fassbender is great. I like them working together. I like kind of figuring out their ideology a bit. I think it's a very fun and solid film. And if anybody has nothing else to say about it, I can move on.
I think it's. I love First Class.
I just don't understand the math. I don't understand the math that we've conjured ourselves in with these X-Men films. Because if if X2 is better than this film, right? I think this film is marginally better than Days of Future Past. So the fact that we're acting like Days of Future Past is
this movie is not better
garbage.
than Days of Future Past. I will defend that movie. This movie is not better than Days of Future Past. Like, come on, what are we doing?
So then, oh my God! Then it doesn't make none of it makes any. We're talking.
Jeremy, I'm so worried about your blood pressure right now. Like you're working yourself up.
If this movie is not better than Days of Future Past, then and you talked about Days of Future Past like it was Rise of the Silver Surfer or Blade Trinity
I said
combined.
it was good. All right,
That's not what you said though. You was talking like it was the worst thing we've ever
pick your
seen.
animated and wild card, Steve.
Okay, all right.
The math's not mathing. Let's be honest. The math not mathing.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back to something that Van suggested because he might have been a little averse to picking something from the DC animated space before. But Batman Beyond Return of the Joker is a fucking banger of a movie. It's like probably the full evolution of Terry McGinnis. The like closure that we have for the Joker character as a whole, and then the twist at the end, I think is absolutely incredible. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but it's fucking perfect. It's really why I love like long form comic arcs like this, because you get to see like kind of like completely messed up and crazy scenarios that come back from some of these characters working with Bruce Wayne for decades upon decades. It's pitch perfect. I love it so much.
Is this the movie where?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just said
really-
the twist. I didn't want to spoil, but yes, it is exactly
bleep that
the
out.
one. Yeah,
Wait, bleep it out. This movie's been out for like 20 years.
but some people haven't seen it.
All right.
Still,
You know what? Don't
Domi
bleep it
hasn't
out.
seen Superman.
No, bleep it out, because they're
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
mad. But
Yeah.
I feel like there needs to be a time limit on spoilers because people like
I feel
they're
like I'll be honest with you, a week, dog.
It's
A week.
sure.
Like, bro, a week, bro.
Right.
A week.
So
You
here's
got
the thing,
7
right?
days.
Right.
Or he's look. But you know what? The only thing is, and this is gonna sound stupid, but I know we have like servicemen and women who are other places, and you know people that are doing really important stuff. But outside of them, get your ass to the theater, bro.
if a movie is older than like 2 years, like come on. Even then, if it's a year old, like spoilers. Come on, what are we doing?
All right.
You get caught up. I remember I forget what it was like, because my day job, I run socials, and you won't believe what we'll tweet and be like, "Hey man, that's a spoiler." Like, bruh, movie came out in 2005. What do you want?
Yeah, come on. Like, what are we
Come
doing
on,
here?
bruh.
Like we are not serious.
It's tough.
Wild card, don't Steve. I feel like you've really been letting the listeners down on this draft. I'm not.
I don't
gonna
think
lie.
I'll let you down on this one. I'm like,
All right, I need a Steve.
I'm
pick.
upset.
I need a Steve
I'm
pick to
upset.
restore the feeling.
it's if you want to Steve, fuck.
Steve,
I'm
don't
really
disappoint
torn
the
between
listeners.
two that I
See,
really,
don't
really,
let him,
really.
don't let him bully you, dog.
Why
Do
there
what
could
you
have been
wanna
like,
do.
honestly, there could have been like 3 wild card picks for all of us. I think we could have had a lot of fun with this one.
Do what you want to do, man.
Pick Howard the Duck or get off the fucking thing.
Birds of Prey. We don't talk enough about Birds of Prey. I love this movie.
For
Some love
good
to the
reason.
ladies.
Yes,
good reason. We
and
don't
fucking
talk.
Margot Robbie fucking kills it as Harley Quinn, and nobody
Rose
else
Prey's a
talks
good
about
ass movie.
So here's
Yes,
the thing.
yes,
right?
it is. Fucking Ewan McGregor as Black Mask, incredible. Everybody else on that cast is doing incredible work. I love that movie. Everybody's
Fantastic
just
film.
Thanks.
No. Here's the thing, because I knew this was coming from Charles. I knew Charles would do this. I think this is the second to last movie I saw before the pandemic hit, and it's actually really funny. My homie was like, "Hey, you want to come out tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure. I'm hit the movies, and then I'll see what happens." And I just went to the movies. And I didn't go out. I went back to the crib at 10 o'clock, and I went to sleep because I'm a responsible adult. I enjoyed the hell out of this film. Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress, like talking
Great.
in the mirror, trying to be tough. Great, just a great,
It's
just a great bit.
movie. It's a great movie.
I had so
It's
much
a great
fun.
movie. The only reason why the movie didn't is because of my father. Because that movie, that's a good, great movie.
Also,
Solid movie.
I love the shitty thing that they did where like you got for marketing to do where like they had to like put Harley Quinn's name in it, so they changed
shit
the
was
name of the
hilarious.
movie.
Yeah.
So,
That shit
but
was
like
hilarious.
the director's like, all right, we call it like the most ridiculous thing, the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn, so that you barely get it in at the end. Like that's so stupid. No, we don't talk about enough about Birds of Prey. It's a fucking great movie.
So we got all our
We got all our
teams
picks.
drafted.
You want to read them down?
Sure. Jomi, MCU, The Avengers, DC, The Dark Knight, Sony Fox, Spider-Man 2, Animated, The Incredibles, great pick, Wild Card, Lego Batman. Van, MCU, Captain America, Winter Soldier, DC, Superman the Movie, Sony Fox, Logan, Animated, Mask of the Phantasm, Wild Card, Close to My Heart, Darkman, true Wild Card. Charles, MCU, Endgame, DC, Dark Knight Rises, Sony Fox, Deadpool.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Wait, what?
No.
No. it's like Sony Fox, Deadpool, Animated, Into the Spider-Verse, Wild Card, Black Panther. Fucking whack.
What? No, don't do
Steve,
that.
MCU, Infinity War, DC, Batman Returns, Sony Fox, X-Men First Class, Animated, Return of the Joker, Wild Card, Birds of Prey. guys, this draft is closer than you think it is.
I think Steve.
I think it
honestly
is.
Put a good squad.
I
Together.
like this draft is closer than you think.
I'm very happy with my card. I'm very happy.
I'm very happy with mine too. Like this draft,
I feel
is-
cheated. I'm happy with my card, but I feel cheated.
yourself.
I think Van is squarely in last place, but that's fine.
I can
Yeah,
see in
Van
last
is
place.
Yeah, but Jordy LaForge.
Hold on,
Squarely at the
wait though. I got the best MCU movie.
Arguably, up for discussion.
It's the best. You've said it
Up
every
for
other
discussion.
time, but now you're being a hater.
What do you mean? Excuse me.
I got
It's
the
not true at
best. I got the best MCU movie.
Not true.
I got the best X-Men related movie.
No,
Fair.
not true.
Logan.
Logan's not the best.
Dude, see
What?
No. See, I've
All right, Jomi, come on. We gotta move.
Yeah, I got Logan.
You fucking unplug your mic from the. Okay,
Yeah, good for you. Shut up, Jomi. I got.
make sure
I
that
got
it's still recording,
I got
Jomi.
a
Make sure it's still
classic-
no,
recording.
it's good. We're good.
I got
Okay.
a classic, the original superhero movie, the one that started it all, Superman the movie. You know what I mean? I got Mask of the Phantasm, and then Dark Man is one I had to go with. I don't think
all
I'm
good.
squarely in last place.
I
think
Charles,
Dark Man is a better wild card than the Lego Batman movie. I think
That's
you're
not true at all.
unserious.
Yeah, I
That's
think
not true.
that's
That's
not true at all. Charles, I need this from you. Like I'm begging. I'm on my knees. I'm pleading. My brother in Christ.
You need a date.
I need you to explain your X-Men. Yeah, everything. None of it
No,
makes
we ain't
sense.
doing this. This is
It's
for
all
another podcast.
This is
I'm
way-
not
I'm
saying
saying,
now.
like I said, the Logan was
I'm
bad.
not-
It's a good
no.
movie. It's just not my
Listen,
favorite.
We
X-Men
gotta
movie.
keep it moving.
Listen, I'm not saying we need this today. Maybe it's a tweet, maybe it's a whole nother podcast, but I need some explanation from you because everything that you said on X-Men makes no sense. Every
Logan's
single
in the
word,
top 3. It's fine. It's just not
every-
number 1. Can we
none
relax?
of it tracks. I'm so
Logan's the best.
confused.